This episode of The Young Turks is brought to you by Audible.com. Herman Cain, he is gaining a lot of steam within the conservative movement. Is he a real candidate? Come on. Probably not, but on the other hand, look, he's won a bunch of polls, right? And he's a real social conservative, and there's one thing Herman Cain cares about, and that is the United States Constitution, and he's going to let us know. Pay attention to this clip.
We don't need to rewrite the Constitution of the United States, rewrite it. We need to reread the Constitution and enforce the Constitution. We don't need to rewrite, let's reread. And I know that there are some people that are not going to do that, so for the benefit of those that are not going to read it because they don't want us to go by the Constitution, there's a little section in there that talks about life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. You know those ideals that we live by, we believe in, your parents believed in, they instilled in you. When you get to the part about life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, don't stop right there. Keep reading, because that's when it says, when any form of government becomes destructive of those ideals, it is the right of the people to alter or abolish it. We've got some altering and some abolishing to do.
Herman. You're going to go ahead and give that speech, that fiery speech about reading the Constitution, and you didn't bother reading it. That is so sad. Of course, a lot of you are saying right now what I said when I heard that speech. I was like, what? Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, that's lovely, but that's in the Declaration of Independence. That ain't in the Constitution. How about the second part about we can abolish the government if it is, et cetera, et cetera? That's also the Declaration of Independence. Okay? He didn't quote a single part of the Constitution. No, but the thing is, it's one thing to say, all right, look, I care deeply about the Constitution, and then get it wrong. It's another thing to give a speech about the Constitution and get it wrong. But it's a third thing to say, hey, you know what? The problem is they never even read it when you didn't read it and you quote the wrong document. Man, that's just embarrassing. But it goes to something substantive because conservatives, they use it as a punchline, the Constitution. They use it as a prop, something to cover themselves up in, like the flag. Did they actually read it? Do they know what's in it? Do they care what's in it? No. So when, for example, Bush did warrantless wiretapping and shredded the Fourth Amendment, did they know? Did they care? No, of course not. They don't give a damn. All they want to do is say, in the Constitution, it says, we are endowed by our Creator. No, that's the Declaration of Independence. By the way, a mistake other Republicans have made in the past. Please actually read the documents if you're going to give a speech about it. They were unbelievable, man. But that's what happens when you're in a party that has no attachment to the facts. They're like, who cares? I'll give the speech about how you got to read the Constitution without reading it. Who cares? My followers don't know the facts anyway.
If you don't feel like reading a book and you want to listen to it, all you got to do is go to audible.com and you can download a book onto your iPod or MP3 player. In fact, just the other day, I was listening to 1984, my favorite book. And they have over 75,000 titles to choose from. So you can get a free audiobook if you go to audiblepodcast.com/TYT.